It's Trial Tuesday, and April is Child Abuse Awareness Month. Attorney David Aylor is joining us with some very important information.
Yeah, this is obviously an important month to a lot of people, no matter if you have your own children or you see other loved one that you care for. It may be in a professional setting as a teacher or a daycare worker. But unfortunately, as we know, there's a lot of child abuse that either goes unreported or is never actually proven toward, and you know the abuse at the hands of others continues.
You have a child, 4 years old, it's in a daycare. You know, I'm sure that 95, 98% of our daycares are great. Every now and then somebody slips up, whatever. You pick up your child and you're starting to notice some bruises. And they say, well, yeah, he fell, you know, swinging or whatever. But these things continue.
Right.
What do you do?
Well, you know, obviously you're doing the right thing initially, trying to confront the issue and report it.
Sure.
Depending on how severe the injuries may be, it may be time to go ahead and sit down with the police department, sit down with the detective, have them look into it, as well as Department of Social Services. You know, unfortunately, it's not a law in South Carolina that every daycare is going to have all the cameras and the coverage that you would want.
Sure.
Some obviously are going to have them just to protect themselves, but you also got to look at the background of the individuals who may be with your child, whether it be a secondary teacher or sometimes even a substitute. But these are real concerns that are a lot of times frustrating for parents because that young child may not be able to really sort of, you know, explain or really relate to exactly they know what's happening to them other than just the injuries being present when they're coming home.
And the definition of child abuse can have so much involved with it. This can be physical, emotional, it can be sexual abuse, it can be everything. So many things that's there.
And very much so, just neglect of it. Maybe the things are happening because there's just pure neglect from, you know, whatever facility or, you know, they may be in, or also from other children, you know, the abuse in and of itself that, again, is being not taken care of properly by those adults that are supposed to be over supervising any of the children within their care.
You say in adults with other children at a distance, you're in a park and you see a father or mother just slapping the heck out of their kid. You know, years ago, that was...
it happened a lot, right?
That happened a lot.
I think it happened to me sometimes.
Yeah, but in today's society, that can be considered physical as well as mental abuse in that direction. What do you do? Do you get involved? I mean, do you kind of analyze it? I mean...
Well, I think it's a situation where it's going to be very difficult to just go in and try to tell another parent how he or she should parent.
Oh, yeah.
That might lead to another fight.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's more of a situation, if you see something like that, you obviously can report it to the police. You see it happening within a school or facility, a church, you know, group that you maybe your children are staying at. You can always report it and then let them make the decision. Not really come in between the person. Just, again, your subjective opinion is maybe that abuse is going. And you also have these great organizations. One I wanted to specifically mention, which is an international organization here out of Charleston. They have a big unit. It's called Bikers Against Child Abuse. And what they do is they not only raise money and support different child abuse charities around the Low Country, they also help educate. So with questions like you have right there, you know, they have certain steps that they can take, and they can also help in the reporting process.
Child abuse is happening every day. It's going to continue, but we've got to educate people. We've got to train and educate people, and we've got to say, hey, if you're going to have a child, if you're going to bring a child into your family, you got to be able to take care of it the right way.
Right, and you got to know how to respond to it. I think that's a lot of times the issue with parents.
Exactly, because sometimes, you know, sometimes the new parents that are out there are the ones that just had a baby or child, or one that maybe they've adopted one. There's no book. Sometimes you know, there may be some books out there, but sometimes people can get a hold of books and say, you know, hey, this is what I need to do and this is what I don't do. Because, you know, sometimes, especially in today's society, we've got kids that are 10, 11 years old going on 22 and 23.
I know mine is.
Attorney David Aylor,
thanks for having me.
Always a pleasure. We're back in just a moment with more Low Country Live.